I'm rolling back from a hunting trip, my dog Rusty bounding out of the truck, when I round the bend and see my field, my land, turned into a parking lot by the Crestwood Pines HOA. Cars sprawled across my pasture like a junkyard, and there's Diane Kessler, their president, grinning like she owns it. She says it's a community lot, now, rezoned while I was gone. But when they kidnap Rusty to shut me up, I flood the whole mess, exposing their lies and getting my dog back, drowning their power in mud. This wasn't just about land. It was about a bully thinking she could steal my home, my heart, and walk away, not knowing I'd make her regret every step. This all went down last summer in Greenvale County, a quiet stretch of Tennessee where the fields roll soft, the air smells of hay, and Crestwood Pines sits just over my fence. A tidy grid of houses with lawns so perfect they look fake. I'm Nate Turner, 43, a mechanic turned landowner, ex-Army, the kind who'd rather fix an engine than talk feelings. My wife, Ellie, 40, a baker with a smile that hides her steel, keeps our place warm. She's the one who'll call my bluff while needing dough. We bought this land, 10 acres of grass and dreams, to build a life. Plant roots, maybe pass it to kids one day. I'd walk it with Rusty, my mutt, his tail wagging like a metronome, thinking, this is ours, fought for, paid for, mine. Then Diane, mid-50s, all pearls and sharper glares, took over the HOA and decided my field was her next trophy. Not for parking, but for control, for a developer's paycheck, for the thrill of bending folks to her will. She'd been eyeing it since we said no to her community garden plan, and when I was off hunting, she saw her shot, not knowing I'd turn her scheme into a lesson carved in water and truth. It started that afternoon, Rusty barking sharp, not his happy yip, but a warning, his ears up as we pull in. I see the cars, SUVs, sedans. Some shiny thing worth more than my truck, parked on my grass, a folding table with cookies and candles smack on the cover crop Ellie nursed to heal the soil. My irrigation trench is torn up. A paint stick jamming the valve, my name tag scratched out in red. Diane's under a Crestwood Pines banner, clipboard in hand, like she's running a fair. Mr. Turner, she calls, voice sweet as poison. Glad you're back. Leash your dog, please, kids around. Rusty growls, low and mean, and I don't hush him. I step out, boots sinking in churned mud, and ask, who did this? She smiles. The board voted. Your field's a community lot now, Ordinance 12B. We tried to notify you. I stare, while I was gone. She doesn't flinch. You didn't leave a proxy. My buddy Sam, a neighbor, walks up, soda in hand. Nate, you okay? You look rough. I ignore him, point at the trench. You broke my irrigation. Diane chirps. Temporary fix. Our team will restore it. I snap. You trespassed. She holds up a laminated paper, my parcel ID marked shared use, saying, we rezoned. Ellie comes out, dish towel in hand, her face falling at the crushed daisies, the tire tracks in her garden. She whispers, they think you won't fight, Nate. That's when it clicks. I'm not just losing land. I'm losing home, and Diane's bidding I'll fold. I don't yell, don't swing, just head to the barn. Pull a weathered flood map from a lockbox, the one I made years ago, marking slopes, drains, every weak spot. Rusty sits by me, eyes locked, like he knows we're at war. Diane's crew thinks a vote can steal my field, but I'm about to show them gravity doesn't need a ballot. That night, I'm up till 2 a.m., Ellie pouring coffee, as I dig through old files, deeds, HOA packets, anything to nail them. In my spam folder, buried deep, I find it. An email, parcel optimization notice, no signature, just a link to PDFs. One's Addendum 12B. Calling my land underutilized, rezoned by Executive Authority, initial DK Diane Kessler. Another lists $9,000 for lot prep, hinting at a developer deal to pave it permanent. Ellie's quiet. Then says, you fought too hard for this place, Nate. They're burying you with paper. Her words hit like a spark. I'm not just defending land. I'm defending us. And Diane's about to learn I don't bury easy. I call Sam, tell him to bring his laptop. In the garage, he pulls up the HOA's drive, finds emails planning to res zone before he notices. Proving it's no event, it's a land grab. Shady, even for Diane, Sam mutters, spotting a clause letting her skip permits for urgent safety. I grab spray paint, mark the trench's pressure zones. Sam grins, building a trap? I nod. They'll wish they stayed on their side. Next morning, Diane's at my door, lemon squares in hand, clipboard tucked, like she's selling peace. "Let's keep this friendly, Nate," she says, sliding over a form to acknowledge the rezoning. Her face finds, maybe worse. Her smile's sharp. "You're part of this community, adapt. Or someone else will live here." Rusty growls. Ellie steps out, cool as frost. "Cookies?" "That's bait, Diane." Diane flinches, lemon squares, but her grip tightens, and she warns, "Don't escalate." "Nate." I keep the form, say nothing, her threat, someone else, ringing like a dare. Ellie's eyes meet mine. "They're not just after the land, they're after you." I'm back at the map, tracing water paths, knowing Diane's crossed a line she can't uncross. That night, I'm up late, Rusty's leash by my side. When he bolts to the door, 3 a.m., ears up. I step out, see the gate cracked. And near the trench, a paw print, duct tape with fur, Rusty's. Trail cams catch 2 guys, hoods up, drugging him, hauling him to a truck tied to Diane's contractor, Pete Larson. Ellie's voice breaks. "They took him, Nate," her hand on his empty bowl, and I'm not just mad. I'm cold, focused, the guy from my army days waking up. Rusty saved me once, pulled me back from the edge. And now they've stolen my anchor, thinking I'll break. They're wrong. I'm building a dam, and it's about to burst. Sam's back with gas station clips, Pete's truck clear, and we rig a decoy valve GPS. RFID tags, to catch their next move. I leave Diane a voicemail, no threat, just, "Hope your garden's waterproof. It'll be a wet week." The flood map's my weapon, every valve marked. Ready to hit their next event, a spring Unity Fest on my land. Cars and booths set to roll in. At night, I catch Pete's crew surveying the trench, planning pavement, my cams nabbing every step. Ellie's worried. "You're slipping back, Nate, to that guy overseas." I don't argue. She's right, but Rusty's gone, and this is who I am when someone takes what's mine. The fest day comes. Diane's laughing, Pete's clipboard in hand. Cars parked where Rusty used to nap. I'm on the ridge, Sam's binoculars up. She's by the Lexus, mid-speech. I twist the first valve, soil shifts. Second valve, water coils. Third, pressure spikes. I flip the gate release, and it's not a roar. It's a growl, water slamming the lot like a freight train, tables flipping, balloons popping. Diane going down in the mud, Pete smacking a van. Residents scream, scatter, the bounce house tumbles, and I stand still, not smiling, just watching. The silence after sweeter than any shout. Ellie's behind me, "Hope it was worth it," and Sam's grinning. That's poetry. It's not poetry, it's math, and Diane's about to learn the cost. She calls that night, voice shaking, "You declared war." "Nate, we've got footage, you're done. And your dog? He's fine, just a point." Her mistake, confessing Rusty's alive, on tape. I save it, back it up, pin a screenshot by Rusty's leash. My rage now ablaid. The flood's damage, cars stuck, mud everywhere, turns neighbors against her, nobody cleaning up, an old lady nodding, about time. Diane serves me a 22-page complaint, calling me a land terrorist, but I'm ready, sinking their drive, emails admitting, push through before he knows, and Boone's a tool to break him. I send it all voicemail footage. Pete's invoices to the county clerk, a retired journalist buddy, and every HOA in Greenville. Headlines hit. HOA kidnaps veteran's dog, Crestwood Pines and fraud scandal. Diane's done. Her arrest quiet, 2 cops at her door, her glare at Rusty, and me across the road saying she knows she lost. But Rusty's still out there, and I'm not stopping till he's home. Sam tracks Pete's cousin's fuel receipts to a trailer in Pine Hollow, drone feed catching Rusty's scarred tail in a crate. We move at dusk, me and Sam, Ellie on comms, that's him, Nate. No mistakes. I take down a guard, kick the trailer door, find Rusty. I steady, blinking once, like he's saying, "You came." I uncrate him, carry him out, his head on my knee. Sam zip-tying the other guy. The vet, an ex-army guy, says Rusty's bruised, sedated too much, transport trauma, but he'll heal. Ellie's silent, then fierce, we got him back. That night. I lie by Rusty, his paw on my boot, twitching in sleep, and I don't cry, just breathe, heavy with purpose. Diane's plea deal strips her assets, her house auctioned to a farmer who rips out her lilies. The HOA's gone, bylaws burned in a bonfire, kids graffitiing, no power, no trip. Rusty paces the trench, steady now. Ellie's sunflowers blooming, Sam's bench carved. We stood taller than they took. We're whole, fire pit glowing, but a letter drops, no stamp, a permit signed by a county planner, linked to 5 HOAs, same handwriting as Diane's. It's not over, her network's out there. Zoning scams waiting. Rusty's leash hangs. Our field's ours, but greed's patient. Will this piece hold, or is another Diane circling? Tell me in the comments. Fought an HOA bully? What's your line for home? Like if this hit you, subscribe for more. Out here, we learned one thing. Guard your land, hold your dog, and no flood's too big for truth.